What's up, everybody? We got a ton of cards in from PSA today. 188 to be exact. 188 cards in. Holy smokes. So many. I'm going to start going over these here in just a couple seconds. I'm not going to drag it out too long because there's a ton to go through. I do have them pretty much sorted, so if you see one of your cards, you should see all of your cards pretty much together. I do already have them pretty much sorted out. It's funny because I did not know. I knew they. So here's a quick story on what happened with PSA. I had tracking from PSA, and the tracking, when you would search the tracking number, it said tracking information unavailable. And I've had the tracking since Tuesday of last week. And so this morning, I was like, all right, it's been almost a week. So normally when you get tracking and it says tracking unavailable, it means that whoever's shipping hasn't dropped off to the post office yet. Or the post office hasn't picked it up yet. One of the two, however that situation plays out. But I thought, man, almost a week, that's... sometimes it takes PSA a day or two to get them to the post office, but they're usually, I've never experienced more than a day or two. And so I decided this morning, I was like, all right, if I don't have any tracking this morning, I'm going to email PSA and be like, yo, what are we doing? So this morning I emailed PSA with my tracking and was like, hey, should I be concerned because it still says it's not available? I haven't received the cards yet, blah, 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 blah. And I haven't even heard back from them yet, but when I went to the post office to ship all of our stuff from the weekend, the postmaster was like, hey, we've got a large box here that's got to be signed for by you. It came on Saturday, but we didn't see you on Saturday, which is correct. I didn't go in on Saturday, and because I didn't think I had anything. And so turns out it was the wrong tracking number. So I don't know if they maybe misprinted a label or what happened. But anyway, the tracking number that I was emailed isn't the tracking number that was on the box at all. So anyways, long story short, they're here. And I did not know they were going to be here. I was waiting for the tracking information to update to give me an ETA so that then I could pass that on to everybody else and say, hey, cards should be in on Monday or whatever day. I like to give you guys a day heads up, not an hour heads up. But we'll take it when we get it, right? So anyway, so here's our mountain of cards, 188 cards. I will kind of show you. So there's multiple stacks back here. We'll get to all of them. But again, I've kind of already got them sorted by who they belong to pretty much. And so I'm going to try to keep them. If you see me kind of fumbling around, it's because I'm going to try to keep them in the order they're in. Because it's going to save me a bunch of time after we're done. So let's get started here. We're going to start with the cards here in front. We got... And you're going to see a whole wide variety of stuff. You got Beam Team Rookie Stadium Club Nick Kurtz in an 8. Yeah, this will definitely make a huge dent in the backlog. At least our backlog. White Sparkle Spencer Boyd, PSA 10. We got Paige Beckers with the Net Marvels Green Fireworks in a 9. Brandon Jones, gold vinyl, sensational signatures, 101. Came back a 9. We got Hayden Deegan on the green prism in a 10. And then I've got, these are really, really tough to grade. So honestly, about a 6 or a 7 on these cards is pretty decent. This is 2024 Parkside Pacific. Joseph Newgarden came back a 6. And then we got a 9 on the Excellenza. I knew I'd get it out eventually. I think that's correct. Mario Andretti. Mario has such a unique autograph. So that's those. And then our next stack, we did have one that was not graded. This is a do not holder. It's like a Steph Curry branded card. And the reason it didn't get graded is because they're saying it's miscut, which tells me that it's, they think it could have been trimmed or something. So that's the situation there. And then you're going to see a lot of Shohei Ohtani tonight, or today. A lot of Shohei Ohtani. So 18 Bowman. This is his rookie from Bowman. One of his early rookies, if not the earliest, I don't know. Anyway, Ohtani 9. Cade Cunningham, Prism Draft Picks in a 10. Then we got Kobe Bryant on the Hoops Slam in an 8. Josh Berry Gold Flash in a 9 out of Select. Yeah, I thought that was pretty darn solid, Sam. If you weren't happy for him, I was. So I'm glad you're happy. Tie-dye Josh Berry PSA 10. And just kind of while we're going through these, I have noticed as I've been shopping for cards and been at shows the last couple weeks, actually the last 3 weeks I've been to a card show. SVG NASCAR logo 10. What I wanted to point out is PSA 9s are starting to go up in price. I figured that was going to happen. I'm starting to see that happen as I'm shopping around. So you guys may experience that as well. This is the only Pokemon. It is the Brilliant Stars and a 9. Brendan Butterbean Queen White Sparkle PSA 10. And we got Chase Elliott on the Color Blast in a 10. None of that sucks. It's quite funny sending everybody messages saying, "Hey, I got cards," and the responses from a lot of people were, "I don't even remember what I sent." So you're going to have, so I'm going to go through these first couple, and then we're going to have kind of 3 drivers to go through real quick. So we had Ladd McConkey in the jumbo tie-dye rookie patch, came back a 9. Rob Gronkowski, Topps Resurgence auto in a 9. And Raul Rosas, orange number to 25 auto in a 9 for the UFC. Now, I got 3 stacks here. I'm going to tell you up front, the next 3 stacks are 3 different drivers. We've got Sheldon Creed, Carson Hocevar, and Christopher Bell. So we're going to go through these as the drivers and not in no other particular order. So Sheldon Creed, Sensational Signatures, 9. Sensations Gold, 10. Optic Gold, 10. Select Gold, 10. We got the numbers. That's what they classify it as. I call it the black borders. In an 8. We got the gold velocity in an 8. Rainbow Sheldon Creed in a 9. Out of turn 4 from last year, this is the blue out of 5. Then we got the gold contenders ticket. This one came back a 5. It seems like every submission we end up with 1 or 2 cards that come back 5s. And I genuinely don't understand why, but it always, it does seem to have, oh, I see kind of a crease, actually. So that one's probably justified. I see a crease kind of right above where I'm putting the light. You can see it right there. There's actually like a crease in the card. I wonder if that happened when they were grading. I don't know. Green Prism, Sheldon Creed, PSA 10. Green Prism, Sheldon Creed, PSA 10. Gold Power in a 10. Blue Shimmer, 9. And Gold Prism Select Trackside in a 9. I do believe the person that owns these Creed, Hocevar, and Bell cards, I believe he's going to consign some of these for a mail sale coming up. So you may see some of these available in a mail sale, just kind of a heads up. Carson Hocevar Definitive Ink in an 8. Rookie Auto Carson Hocevar in a 10. Rookie Auto Hocevar 8. Definitive Ink 8. Rookie Auto 8. Got several of these thick ones here. Rides Green in an 8. If you're ever wondering why, so sometimes people will ask me questions like, why do they turn one horizontal card one way and one another way? Well, it's because if you look at the back, they usually use the reverse of the card to determine which way the card faces. So in this case, it goes that direction because of the reverse of the card. Sometimes I get that question and I'm like, well, it's a simple answer, look at the back. Now, it's not always that way. Gold Hocevar 10. So, for example, this one, the reverse is also horizontal. But I think they default to facing right unless the reverse is the other way. Gold Ice 8. Gold Numbers in a 10. Gold Select 10. Green Prism Select 10. And this is the Clearly, but it is a gold and an 8. Those are a little tougher because they're really susceptible to any kind of little mark. They're susceptible to it. So, Black and Gold Hocevar 10. Black 101 Hocevar 9. Blue Shimmer in a 9. Tie-Dye Signatures PSA 10. American Pride in a 10. American Pride Gold Flash 10. Zebra Print in a 9. Gold Power Plaid in a 10. Gold Signatures in an 8. Zebra Print PSA 9, that's a rookie. And Gold Flash 8. Tyler, no, you would have received a message from me. Anytime I have cards back for somebody, I will always send a message to let you guys know. Granted, I only gave everybody about an hour heads up today because I didn't know until about an hour ago, but I will always give you a heads up before I do anything else, just so you know what's going on. Let's split this in half. It's a little too much to hold. All right. The Bell stack in 7. Sparks Patch Auto Gold. Selective Swatches in an 8. NT Base Green. I think I have one of these. In an 8, I think, funny enough. Gold Crusade Christopher Bell 9. Power Plaid Gold 9. Rainbow Rookie in a 9. I have one of those as well, also in a 9, I believe. Gold Prism Select C-Bell PSA 10. Sensations Gold 9. Sensations Gold 10. I knew there was 2 of those. We got the Enfuego Gold 10. Green Prism Select 9. Gold Trackside 10. Gold Select 10. Gold Enfuego 10. Gold Select 10. Gold Prism 9. Gold Flash American Pride in an 8. Green PSA 10. Victory Lane Bound 10 gold. And Enfuego Gold Flash 10. Like I said, that the owner of those cards, I believe, is going to be consigning some of those. I'm not sure to what extent, how many, but we've talked back and forth, and I think he might be consigning at least some of those to one of our next sales. This stack is quite fun. This is all the same card. So I had 2 people kind of go together. They bought 20 of these cards together from Topps Now, and they kind of teamed up and sent them together. Out of the 20, I'll show you guys. I'll kind of quickly go through the stack, but out of the 20, we had 19 10s and 1 9. And so the only thing I'll say to that is history tells me that Topps Now and Panini Instant cards tend to grade really well because they never had to go through sorting. They never had to go through packaging. They never made it into a pack or a box, or, were never shipped in those things in cases. So the odds of them being in good shape are much higher. So anyways, so 20 of those, there's the 9. And then I'll just quickly show you 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. They're all 10s. 19 of them. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 19 of those. It's Shohei Ohtani, Sasaki, and Yamamoto. So, anyway, kind of a fun little project we worked on for those guys. Let's see. Next, I'll probably split this up into maybe 3 stacks. We've got Aaron Judge, Rookie of the Year from 2017 Bowman. We got a 9 and a 9. We got duplicates of several of these. Topps Heritage, Aaron Judge, Tyler Austin, 9, 10, 10. And then the draft picks and prospects, Aaron Judge. Crazy to think from 2013, but we got a 9, another 9, another 9. So 3 9s on those. And then back to that, like I said, kind of one of the early Ohtani rookies. We've got an 8, 9, 9, 9, and a 10. We did have several upcharges. That Ohtani 10 was one of them that was upcharged, because it is a pretty high-end card, all things considered. Allen and Ginter, Ohtani, 9. Like I said, this whole stack's going to be 9s. Tops Now, 9. Tops Now with Upton and Trout in a 10. Instant Impact, 10. Legends in the Making, 9. From Update Legends of the Making, 10. And then this is the Topps Update rookie version. You got 9, 10, 10. And then we go to the Topps. We've got 9 pitching. Stadium Club, PSA 9. Pretty much all these are rookies at this point. From Chronicles, 9. Donruss, Out of This World, 7. Then we got Dominator Crystals, 9. Aura, 9. We got several of these portraits. We got a 7, an 8, and an 8 on those. Past and Present with Babe Ruth came back at 10. Facing Left, Diamond Kings, 10. Facing Right, Diamond Kings, 10. Pitching, 10. From Bowman Platinum, we got a 9. And then we get out of Ohtani for a second. We'll get back to Ohtani because there's more. We got Michael Jordan, SPX, 8 and 8. Daryl Johnston, Precious Metal Gems, red, and a 6. And Jake Reed, Precious Metal Gems, in a 6. PMGs are pretty highly sought after. Pretty much no matter who the player is and no matter what the grade is, they still have some pretty significant value because there are quite a few people that collect those sets. They try to build the sets of those PMG cards. All right, chipping away here. This is why I said you'll see some more Ohtani. A little bit, maybe slightly even more high-end in this stack. Topps Chrome, 8. Then we got a Topps Chrome PSA 10. That's a super high-end Ohtani rookie. As far as, not being a parallel or numbered or anything like that, it's a really high, that's one of the higher just kind of base rookies that you're going to find. Topps Chrome Update in a 10, also a high-end one. Both of those Ohtanis had upcharges on them. So then we got Lionel Messi, Stadium Club Refractor, my favorite term, in a 10. We did have a little bit of soccer in this submission. Erling Haaland, I don't know how to say his name, in a 10. It's a cool-looking card. Another Haaland in a 10. We got Lamine Yamal, Wonder Kids. It's a cool-looking card, too. Lamine Yamal, Topps Chrome in a 9. We got a 7 on the Lamine Yamal rookie. It's funny that this is not a rated rookie. I wonder why they did it that way. Oh, maybe because that's the rated rookie. That might explain it. I might have got my own answer. And then there's the Optic rated rookie in an 8. This was the other 5 that was a little bit more rogue. This one shocked me as well. I'm not really sure. I suppose if you have a microscope, maybe there's something that I'm just not aware of, but I'm not sure why this got a 5. I mean, to me, it looks like about a 9. But again, that's kind of become the norm a little bit you get about one Rogue 5. The other one we figured out is justified. So Kobe Bryant, 98 Fleer in a 7. I was super stoked about this card. It's not mine, obviously, but I was super stoked for it nonetheless because I think it's a cool card. The Dream Team came back a 9. That's a really good grade for that. 89 Hoops Jordan in an 8. It's also a pretty good grade for that card, too. Then we got Fleer Metal MJ. It's crazy to go through these Jordan cards because I owned all these back when I was a kid. And unfortunately, I don't have any of them anymore. 95 Metal Michael Jordan. These Jordans have probably gone up quite a bit in value since they've been at PSA. And so PSA might have actually made the owner some cash on those by simply just holding the cards long enough. Because everything, it seems, Jordan-related is going up and up and up right now. Inside Out, I actually had this complete set back in the day. 7. Power Players, Cooper Flag, and a 9. Rookie. Serenity Refractor, and a 10. That's a cool card. We've also got the Inspirational Yellow Refractor. That's numbered to 275 and a 10. Kind of surprised there was no upcharge on that one. Cooper Flag Generation Now and an 8. Concanoople Clutch City and a 9. Steph Curry Aqua came back an 8. I was slightly concerned about the centering on this. I thought it was probably a 9. I kind of knew it wasn't a 10, but I thought it might be a 9. LeBron James 03 Rookie Exclusives. Same thing on this one. I kind of thought this might be like an 8 or a 9. It came back a 7. If I think anything's going to be below an 8, I try to give everybody a heads up. That's kind of my cutoff. SPX LeBron James in an 8. SPX Kobe Bryant 7. Victor Wembanyama NBA Hoops, sheesh. PSA 10. And Hoops Premium Stock Ice Prism in an 8. Rookie Wemby. A lot of cards. And when you're trying to take a lot of care with them, it takes a minute. All right. I think we've got mostly racing the rest of the way. Racing and wrestling, I think. So we got Scripps Mojo Hayden Deegan came back a 10. Kurt Busch Spotlight Signatures Black Finite 101, an 8. Kurt Busch Gold Shimmer First Off the Line PSA 10. 25 Prism Gold Shimmer First Off the Line PSA 10. You're going to see a lot of Kurt Busch here. Gold Shimmer First Off the Line PSA 10. Mojo Prism PSA 10. Blue Cup Champions PSA 10. This person did really well, by the way, if it's not already evident. Blue Shimmer in a 10 times 2. White Sparkle 101 in a 10. White Sparkle 101 in the 9. And here's where things get interesting. One of these things is not correct on this one. Cup Champions Gold Prism Kurt Busch. However, our label says Ryan Blaney. So, we will work on, I'll message the owner of this, but if he's watching, I will work on getting this submitted for you for a label correction. I'll wait till I message you, unless you want to do it yourself, which is fine too. But if you don't, or if you want me to do it, I will work on getting a label correction submission started for you. PSA pays for everything. They will send me a shipping label and all the stuff. Got to take it, send it. Usually takes them a couple weeks to get it turned around. Might take longer because of their backlog. I can't say, but it usually doesn't take too long because it's a mistake, so they tend to fix it pretty quickly. The last small stack I will divulge is my stuff, my personal stuff. Here's what we got. I bought one of those Parkside curated boxes for Joseph Newgarden, and this was the auto that was in it. I came back in 8, which is quite fine with me. Pretty much all these are going to be PC cards for me, I think. I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these. Bailey white refractor in a 10. Bailey purple prism in a 10. Alexa Bliss, this is kind of the base Cactus Jack in a 10. Bailey base Cactus Jack 10. A little bit of a theme with Alexa and Bailey. Sapphire Bailey, or not Bailey, Alexa Bliss. I'm looking at this stack and not paying attention to this one. So Alexa Bliss in a 9. Some might remember a while back when we did one of our WWE breaks, we had some spots that went unclaimed, and one of the spots that nobody took was The Rock. And so this card came out of a break that we did, quite a while ago. I ended up with it because nobody took the spot, so I just said, hey, the house will take the rest of the spots. We're not going to mess with a filler. And this is the black refractor. It is 10 out of 10, and it's a PSA 10, so kind of a triple 10. I was originally going to sell that, and then I decided to grade it, and I thought, well, we'll see how it comes back. Now that it's a 10, I think I'm going to hang on to it. So, and then the last one is a Denny Hamlin Kavroom, back in a 9. Don't have any Kavrooms from 2026 yet, so I'm on the lookout for those. If anybody has any of my PC drivers, let me know. But that's it. That's all I got. Big submission from PSA. We only have 2 outstanding submissions left with them. So I know everybody's kind of on them about their backlog, and everybody's kind of down about it or whatever, but I really can't complain too much. This was only really about 2 weeks later than we should have gotten this submission based on their estimated completion dates from the original submission time. So we didn't see a huge delay in this submission overall. It was really like 2 weeks or so later than it should have been. So anyhow, that's all I got. Everybody have a great day, great evening. And again, if you're local to me, I will be dropping off at game time tomorrow. If you are somebody that I ship to, just message me. Don't wait for me to message. Just message me when you're ready to have your card shipped. I'll let you know the cost, but pretty much everybody knows the deal on shipping with these. The way I work it is for standard, if you've only got, say 3 or 4, it's $6, and then $1 per $100 of insurance. If you've got more than if you got 5 or more, it probably needs to go priority, flat rate, and it's $12 and $1 for every $100 worth of insurance. So, real simple process there. But again, if you're somebody that needs shipped, just message me when you're ready, and we'll get it squared away for you. So, that's all I got. We will see you guys later.